to Luhana, okay? And so many of you have done Meiji Morphing, over to Meiji Morphing, and are not significant to us. You guys are very important, and we need all of you. Nhà mình chỉ cần chỉ chơi tiền mua gì, mình thì lên từ chuyện chỉ đầu đá, cho họ chỉ mua giống lên đầu từ cho mình用菜罗，叫 single adults คือไม่ experience, okay? 他们เขาคือไม่做嘅คือไม่ได้當住วัน住 they long 路子那里麼 it's very firm and we need that, okay? So 話猜咗邊隻嗱最大撈下，但俾頭破咩哈？頭分住房佢冇做咩，哈頭分住卡做咩都攞，下但咩前景做俾，咩滿用佢做俾，哈俾錯咩行咧，哈做人佢用佢咩都我打包的 ，okay? And so we're going to have a celebration. Us who are currently here, there is who Esther. We were really born for such a time as this. And who Esther ladies, and so for us who are in this room who are my age or who are growing and living in this time, you were really born for such a time as this, a time of a lot of calamity. There's a lot of things growing up I did not see. They're going through things that we have never even imagined. And so for you, my fellow sisters, you have the capability to continue to minister with such a strength and valor. Don't give up what you're doing. So we are celebrating middle age middle generation strongly in the name of Jesus Christ. And that would sadden all of us to see our next generation. And so celebrate middle generation with a special song from Joshua Yang. And then we're going to go into a video testimony from Nakusifu Jingming Mo. And then we'll have our devotional speaker, which is going to be Nasifu Sing Steve, okay? And so Kohanadi is our agenda for this morning session. So thank you. Okay? And what God's going to teach us.
Second generation, we got that big, more special talents and gifts, and go big Gusha, Lun Chamachi, Zuluku, Machi, Lu Gapimo, Netamuta. The grand earth has greatly moved by the sound of his voice, and seas that are shaken and stirred can be calm and broken for my regard. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my Far be it for me to not believe, even when my eyes can't see, and this mountain that's in front of me will be thrown into the midst of the sea. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well. It is well. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The waves and winds don't know His name. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The waves and winds don't know His name. The waves and winds don't know His name. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is
古以後日之後古以後你攞得是，咁我對面啲人你講聽，咁我見咗些啲人你講聽，頭我要喺你哋啲啲咩，也要抽要人嚟借你啦，原來要想佢原來係啲，哇，我只我係見到人，就可只要係啲，都年輕的我到，但是要係啲，你想啲人你講什麼？E io faccio uscito che te so faccio uscito come Giulia. And so in your weakness, the call of Ochitawa, faccio, didn't you more faccio chat? Because God, people will see God in your weakness. And that is why in 2 Corinthians it says that my power is made perfect in weakness. My power is made perfect in weakness. 被我知道，但是头被害的那个我知道，但是个晒发去要多许多苦难。我对我对明你拿，我对我给啥的拿，我对我给差的拿，但是个晒发去呢。耶稣要多许多苦难，因为耶稣许多苦难，耶稣许多高谈。头被差的你说你得给，人保人去保高，但是人保耶稣，也人都写着耶稣。就可以有啲啲曬乾身啊，亦頭個幫嘢嚟要幫條，一個曬嘅啲啲曬乾身，亦頭個頭啲名嘅嚟係嘅，哦，亦啲曬嘅啲就用啦，但是有人你是照應嘅添，但是一個係嘅啲嘅只要無論測試曬過，個曬嘅時候，那亦頭我啲名啦，嚟要測試係嘅，哦，但是好多個曬嘅意思。Gucci and follow the Moses. 頭我爬呢個 India, I think so, last year. And I did pastoral retreat in Colorado. When我印象幾有時，對對，我 small group 嘅個就 small group 嘅，大家嚟嘅個就把個好難嘅，其實咧就年紀咧都冇那麼大嘅個一對 last one 嘅個對咯嘅I was talking to Jesus, and I was the only one, and I was looking at the mountains. And I was like, wow, these mountains are so beautiful. And I was like, wow, these mountains are so beautiful. And in that moment, what you had to go on? What you had there? Because I did don't know. They are immovable. They are solid and beautiful. And it took me hundreds of years to carve these mountains. How much more patient do you think I am with you? You got your head in one day, but I don't know that you're going to go to young lima. What do you don't know? And gone. Would you look at Charlie that don't know? Because I had the Sometimes we need to be patient with ourselves, the way that Vachu is patient with us. If he could spend all that time molding and crafting us into the women he wants us to be, he's patiently doing it. 不住啲埋喺邊啊！嗰你埋有對半年我操自己嘛，但是不住先你的背，你不敢先你的你都聽的，你不住先你的呢 ？Because I talk to 25 to 30 clients a week. Okay, so and I know that almost every single one of them they have more grace on other people than they do on themselves. And I believe that all the women in here, because you guys are serving women and women in leadership, you probably have more grace on other people than you do on yourself. And so my encouragement to you today is to be patient with yourself, the way that God is patient with you. If he would spend hundreds of years carving mountains, then he would spend 30, 40, 50, 60 years, carving you to be the woman He has called you to be. Because what you bought had and that's the truth. Whenever we have these quick changes, it usually doesn't last. You know, lottery millions of dollars. What usually happens, they usually spend all their money quickly. And some of them even find themselves bankrupt, worse off than they were before, because they did not have built up a characteristic to handle that success. Okay? Like a business person, right? They built their business from the ground up. After many, many years, they've grown. They know how to handle that. They have built the characteristics up to handle that success. So what you find, God knows that you order bit talking the basement, talking the ball, we are not going to be able to learn and grow. What you find. Something I've learned is that the more stubborn we are, the more pain we get. Because God breaks us, has to break us harder. Lucia, I don't know, but what is stubborn at home? Lucia the tao So I want to say today to the middle-aged generation of women, it's okay that you're struggling. Whatever you're struggling with. Maybe it's bitterness, maybe it's envy, maybe it's something that you're like, man, I shouldn't be struggling with this. I should be better than this. Maybe it's something physical, mental, emotional. It's okay that you're struggling. It's okay that I'm struggling. 1, 2, 3. It's okay that I'm struggling. How does that feel? You give yourself a little permission to not be perfect. Because I realize that I'd rather be struggling on my knees and crawling to God every day than to be in a place where I'm like, I'm good. I'm holy, I have no issues. And then the pride starts sinking into my heart. And then I don't even know it, but I'm far from God because I've been depending on myself. So at the end here, I want you to think, what is a thorn in my flesh? Spend a little time and think, what is your thorn? The thing that you're like, man, I shouldn't be struggling with this. I should be past this already. And yet I'm still here. What is that? Think like more. Be thought about you, okay? Because I got no much idea. But you got she to born on a back weekend. Got she to born on a long good here,